I was actually gonna say one thing I do request is a chance at the end to shout out the Bars for Mars 2 album.
Dude, fuck you. You can do fuck, nigga. If you want to goddamn breakdance on this goddamn carpet, because that's what you feel like afterwards, you can do what the fuck you want to do.
All this pain is gonna turn me to a goat.
Yeah, what's going on? You here with ID the G, and it's 23 Talk. Church. Alright, so we got my mans right here. We in the A, back in the springtime, earlier this year. Came from Chicago, brought Callie Hendricks with me, Bobby Gray, and Trap Money BD, and we performed at a White Velvet release party for Young HD for the Bars from Mars 2 release party. Super dope.
On this journey to success, I took the long road. Hey, all this shit I went through turned my heart cold. Hey, life knocked me down so many times, but I got back up. Stayed on 10 toes all on my own, ain't need no backup. Stayed on my grind, put in my all and ran these racks up. I prayed to God, now my blessings starting to add up. Hey, in the beginning, you never know.
So from there, ever since before that, me and Noe was rocking. A dope businessman, he's a CEO of an independent record label in Atlanta. That's really busting right now. Got some dope artists, and we just here to have a little convo, you know. So just tell them a little something about yourself, bro.
Right, so my name's Noe. You know, I own White Velvet Records. Started planning it when I was 14, you know, in high school.
14?
So, you know, as soon as I turned 18, headed to college, only applied to Georgia State so I can move to Atlanta for the record label. And, you know, with all the planning that I did, it was kind of, you know, easy to start getting some momentum. But, I mean, I wouldn't be here without, you know, my other two managers. I got, you know, Young HD, he does our recordings management, and BVS, you know, he does our promotional management right now. You know, I can take credit for the initial plan, but, you know, it wouldn't be what it is right now without them.
You said you had the idea to start a record label when you was 14.
Yeah.
What made you, is there anybody that you idolized, or did you just have a dream one day? Was you watching MTV2 and was like, fuck this, I can do this shit too? Like, you know what I'm saying? What inspired you to, you know, to come up with that thought?
So before that, I was in middle school and I thought, you know, I want to be in music. And I just told him.
You was rapping?
No, I was like playing drums, and I just realized like I'm not gonna do this.
You never tried to make beats?
Right, yeah, no, it was just, I tried with like my friends, and I just was not good at it, but I just did not, and I just didn't have the patience to be better at it, and I recognized that that's kind of what you need. Like, that's important, to have the patience to get good at it, and I just didn't have it, but I still wanted to be around music, and so it took me a few years to realize, like, you know, man, why don't I just manage, you know, why don't I just like do all the back end stuff? Just start a record label, you know.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of issues, you know, going around, you know, there's a big, you know, stigma towards record labels, you know, for good reasons, you know, a lot of them do a lot of bad stuff to the artists, take advantage of them, and I just kind of want to be the one to kind of change a little bit of that, you know.
That's dope, that's super dope. So you pretty much just had a passion for music, and you couldn't really partake in it.
Yeah.
I couldn't be a musician once you got the love and you wanted to, you know, keep it going. That's what's up.
I want to help out the artists. You know, like the artists that kind of helped me growing up, I want to help the artists that are going to help, you know, future versions of me growing up. I want to support
future
them.
CEOs.
Yeah.
Future CEOs.
I want it all. Fans, money, foreign cars, I live it in bra. Bitch, I'm contagious. You gon' feel the flame. They say fake it till you make it. Oh no, I don't be fake. I take care on racing. Shaking, baking. Stacking up blue faces. Lanes in the club just pacing. Standing with the earthquake. Take your way to the bar. Gotta go ahead, get loose. Sip your way to the stars. Damn, I love.
Man, down here in Atlanta, there's so much dope talent. I love coming down here. Every time I come down here, you know what I'm saying? VVS always show me love. Bro, we everywhere. Shout out Odyssey Lounge. Shout out everywhere that I ever performed or a DJ that ever spin my record down here in the A. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Chicago is the home, but the way we bridging this gap is something unique. It's something real unique. So I know HD had dropped his project earlier this year. You also got Ricky Bands and
Royalty CA.
Royalty
CA.
Royalty
For sure.
Bet. You from Atlanta too? Royalty? He lives here now.
Yeah, he lives here. Most of his buzz is created here.
Okay. And how do y'all plan on pushing new artists? I know HD got a nice little buzz from everything he's been doing already. He engineered. Do he produce too?
Yes.
He produce too? All right,
he actually produced. If anyone's heard it, a lot of people have heard it. It's got 100,000 streams. Contagious by Ricky Bands. He actually produced that.
Yeah, I did hear that joint. I didn't know they made the beat. That's dope. Super dope. I gotta holler at HD. HD, if you hear this, I did a G said. Matter of fact, the first time I talked to you, I said, send them beats. You told me you was an engineer and a rapper. You do a lot. I know you do a lot. You super dope. We gotta do something. I need at least a beat. I need at least a hook, a bridge, or something. Though we in it. 2020, we in it. So for the other cats though, all of them are Atlanta based. HD.
So HD and Ricky Bands both got their initial buzzes their initial like big buzzes in Alabama, specifically Mobile, Alabama.
Okay. That was through internet.
Well, they just kind of started on the street.
Okay.
It was mainly street promotion for them. Just getting on shows, getting their stuff up. I don't think they were doing too much actual like CD type stuff. I know they were a little lower budget beforehand. So
ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean,
they got pretty far.
Yeah, facts. When you're dealing with different types of marketing, you got to go with your budget.
Yeah.
What your budget can let you do. Exactly. You got to maximize it. You got to see. You got to weigh out the options. You got to see what's the best one. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a lot of people they focus on the internet marketing.
Oh yeah.
Internet marketing is super beneficial. It's super. What's the word that I'm looking for?
Efficient.
It is efficient. Yeah. Internet marketing. We got people that got iPads, tablets, laptops. Everybody on the internet every day.
And I'll say this: when I started the label, I was funding it mainly through whatever I had left on my student loans, and I know I didn't have a lot of money, so my initial marketing was just ads on like Google. Like I'd pay $50 a month.
The Google ads work, bro.
And it actually got me HD. HD was.
That's how you found it.
That's how he said he found us.
That's super
just looked up labels in Atlanta.
So y'all hear that?
Yeah.
If you want your face to be everywhere, you want to get the awareness up, you want to get that buzz up, you want to find that right demographic. Don't be scared to pay for advertising. Don't be scared to pay for promotion. Don't be scared to pay for marketing. Don't be scared to pay for ads. Google ads is YouTube ads, all of those ads, Facebook ads, all of that is real. All those sponsored posts, that's real. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of 23NT. We ain't gonna never steer you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Never steer you wrong. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't know that you can do that. A lot of people don't know you do that.
I'd go further and say that once you kind of get that initial momentum, the ball rolling, I would not stop at just like Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads.
You got to keep growing.
I would definitely keep going. Like 23 Entertainment.
Okay.
Or in our case, we got BBS as our promotional manager because you end up needing a lot more than just an ad. Because some people are going to see that and they're just not going to click on it. They're not going to know who you are.
Exactly.
But you need someone that's kind of someone or some business, something that represents you to where they're actually going to go to people and get them to know who you are.
Right. You got to have a specialist to do what they got to do.
Because an ad is really just kind of chance, whoever takes the time to look at it.
Mm-hmm. But it's still awareness, just like billboards.
Right. It'll be effective.
Yeah. Take advantage of all the ways. We talked about street promotion, street marketing, street team. We all know what that is. Stickers, pluggers, posters, anything that somebody can touch. You know what I'm saying? Street team marketing, internet marketing, social media marketing. You gotta take advantage of that. Y'all already know. Anything that can make money, that intends to make money, is a business. You know what I'm saying? That'd be a rapper, a singer, a hair salon, a fucking donut shop, a liquor store. You know what I'm saying? Anything that makes money deserves the proper advertisement. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're an artist, you want to make sure your image is right. You want to make sure your brand is getting the exposure that it needs to. You know what I'm saying? You got to take advantage of that. If you ain't gonna bet on yourself, don't Don't expect nobody else to. Fact.
I be running game, and I know these hoes doing the same. Hit it from the back and make that little hoe say my name. Yeah, bitch, we can play this shit just like it's a game. Hell nah, bitch, don't treat me like a motherfucking lame. Why don't you drop that shit down and pick that shit up? Why don't you drop that shit down and pick that shit up? Why don't you drop that shit down and pick that shit up? Why don't you drop that shit down and pick that shit up? How you gonna try me?
Everybody gotta level up, you know what I mean? I like what y'all was doing in 2019. I can't wait to see what White Velvet is gonna bring to the table, or who else they might bring to the label. You know what I mean? I know y'all expand, like I know you do Alabama, Florida, surrounding states. Like, what's some other states that you plan on branching out to?
I eventually want to go further north, you know, like New York and Illinois, to kind of really, you know, get the scenes going. But for now, we're really trying to focus on, you know, the South.
So, you know, if you ever want to come to Chicago, you know, all you gotta do is just call me. I can put it together, man. We can do a 23 ENT White Velvet show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spotlight some artists. Let's get it busting the right way, bro. You know, anybody that's trying to do something the right way, positive, and you know they got some dope talent. Like, why not get the exposure, get people buzzing the right way? Why not? Why not? Let's do it. You know what I mean?
I know I've also been looking at North Carolina.
Okay.
Specifically, I know they're kind of.
There's some schools out there. There's some HBCUs out there too.
Yeah, got it.
North Carolina A&T, Winston-Salem State. You got some HBCs out there too.
I know one of our artists, Selfish Don.
Okay.
He actually kind of was living over there for a while, and I know he definitely met some artists, you know, made some connections over there, kind of caught my interest. So.
Okay. Since I've been down here, I've been talking to everybody about, you know, collaborating with like minds and other people that, you know what I'm saying, that's dope. Is there any artists in particular, locally or nationally, you know, on the indie level or, you know, major level that you plan or that you would like to collab with, you know, for a dope cross brand that you think that would be a nice look for any of your artists on White Velvet? Should we be looking for some dope major features?
So we're
rocking the White Velvet.
We're gonna strive for it. It's definitely more of an artist choice sort of thing.
So you let them pick, let them vibe, see what the sound like, see who might fit in. Yeah. I mean, y'all got so many sounds down there. Hey, man, if you have never been to Atlanta and did a show and felt the love and felt the vibes of this city, though, you are lacking. I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that enough. If you are an artist and you make any type of pop or hip hop or R&B and you have never touched down in this city, you are lacking. And love in this city is tremendous. It's unbelievable. It's clear that you're young, fresh, grasshopper in the game. You know what I'm saying? Young, fresh, you know, in the game, and I'm sure that in this short time, but very productive time, that you've met some very prominent people that you feel like, you know, they gave you some dope insight, they gave you some dope free game, or, you know, they kind of big bros you to try to, you know, help you come up with, you know, starting your own record label so young, and being a CEO, having your own artist, and being a manager, being a graphic designer, and a film editor, everything else that you told me that you do, you know what I mean?
I know my managers have met a lot more people.
Facts.
For me, just, you know, the biggest people I've met for me are, you know, VBS and Young HD, just because of how much they helped me out, how much they...
Y'all hear that? VBS is a motherfucking legend. You hear me? From Chicago to motherfucking Atlanta. You hear that, man? He vouching for it. You hear me? Shout out VBS, man.
They definitely know what they're talking about. They know how to move, and you know, whenever we put our minds together, I know that we do some really great things. I know in terms of like notable people, you know, just in my personal experience, I think Done Deal on the Track has walked in on one of our sessions. We've had
I've recorded at Done Deal Studio before. Death Star. Shout out Death Star.
Linked up with
Shout out Death Star.
808 Famous when meeting with Ace of Spade over in Florida.
Okay, yeah.
They're pretty cool. I would check them out if you guys have some.
That's the 1K catch, right?
Yeah, that's Ace of Spade 1K. Team turn up right there.
Definitely.
People that have kind of taken me under the wing, again, since I handle a lot of the back end things, there were some people that wouldn't be notable to other people, but for me, they were a big deal. There was one guy that handled marketing in a university over from where the city that I'm from.
Where you from?
I'm from Gainesville, Georgia.
You
All
from
county.
Gainesville,
Yeah.
Georgia? I thought it was just Gainesville in Florida. Ain't that the Florida Gainesville?
I try to say Hall County because people
Huck like
automatically- Hall County.
Oh, like Hope. Yeah, you want to be interviewed too?
Start. Come here. So we doing this interview right now.
You want to be interviewed? Where you from? You rap?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
You break dance?
Fuck no.
Can you run a record label? Can you draw? Alright.
Hall County.
He about to go crack the security guard, I think. You know what I'm saying? So we good. You know, we done broken this place. We shooting the little joint. Bro about to take care of the security guard. We good. Yeah.
Artists there. If anyone from Gainesville is watching, and you know some artists that I know some artists over there that I just haven't hit up yet, have them hit us up over at White Velvet Records, man. We'll meet up with them, especially because I'm over there so often.
You hear what he said? He said, if you don't want the manager all in the videos, come to White Velvet Records. So he got something for you. On the real, man. I can't wait to see what White Velvet got in store for 2020. Like I said, it was a pleasure performing with y'all, celebrating with y'all with Young HD for his album release early 2019, man. I can't wait to do some more work. Like HD, I need them beats. I need a hook. I need a bridge. My line. You got my number. Just hit the line. We're going to get it popping up. We're going to get it popping. I'll take a flight in and out. I need like 6 hours studio time. We fuck around, knock out like a little EP with that sound like ID, Young HD. Come on, man. Bars from Mars. I know you like how that sound. Moonchild. Okay, yeah. Let's get it. It was a pleasure. I'm glad that we can get this convo in. You feel me? We're probably about to get another handshake because that one was kind of bold. And my boy, it was a pleasure rocking with you. It was a pleasure rocking with you.
No way. Oh.
Man, if you ain't in tune, you better get in tune, man. 23 ENT is 23 Talk with your boy ID the G Church.
All this pain is gonna turn me to a goat.